Hello bearded bee people, welcome back to B&K Bees. I figured I would do a video on how I work bees in August because it's significantly different than in June or July. You know, you'll hear all the time about late season swarms, but in a lot of cases that's either one, mismanagement, or two, sign of mites or disease, because naturally bees tend to do reproductive swarms in the spring or very early summer. That's why the whole, swarm in May is worth a bale of hay, in June is worth a silver spoon, and in July, let them fly, because that's outside of the scope of natural reproductive swarms. So because of that fact, and the fact that we're largely out of the buildup portion of the year, my inspections are a bit more cursory. So I'm going to get into this hive right here. I'm going to check the honey because I'm hoping to pull in a week, and then I'm just going to pull a frame or two and check the underside of the box for swarm cells, and that's pretty much it. So let's get to it. It's hot out, and I don't know how long my phone will allow me to record for before it shuts off due to overheating. So let's try to be quick. Alright, so you got the honey box off. First thing, just check the underside of the box for swarm cells. Show you what I'm looking at and looking for. Okay, so you see this stuff, but those are all just cups. And I don't see anything else. The swarm cell would normally be hanging out the bottom there. Like I have said in the past, I don't put 100% stock in the swarm cell at the bottom, supersedure cell in the middle thing. But if you're trying to do things quickly and you're likely not see a swarm, this is about as effective as it gets. So if they have any other cell anywhere else, I just don't pay it any mind, because I would let them do whatever it is they're planning on doing. Wonderful. You know, bees love that. When you drop the smoke around into their hives and it drops coals all over the place and smashes everything up, the bees just absolutely love that. Okay, so now I'm going to pull a frame from the middle. Make sure the queen's in there laying it up as she should be. And once I see that, I'm good. Eggs and larvae all over the place. Beautiful. Tons of eggs and young larvae there. And that is all I have to see. checker this one in the middle. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Want them to use what's blooming now. Make sure all these frames are drawn out. Foundation in the winter is a killer. All right. Wonderful. Okay. Now I'll check the honey, although it doesn't feel like it's near full. That's a good looking frame that's not even beginning to get capped. Make sure there's no brood up here. There's not. But it doesn't look like I'll be extracting anything from this hive today, or this week. But that's okay. But I don't extract. I leave for the bees, and what I leave for the bees means I don't have to feed as much in September and October. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, you don't necessarily need to be quite as intrusive. Oh, wonderful, Brett. I'm gonna move that queen excluder back. All right, that's good enough. So yeah, you don't have to be quite as intrusive. Just make sure they're queen right, make sure they're not getting ready to take off on you. Check your honey stores, and then as it goes throughout even further into the year, you can be even less intrusive. Because at some point, you'd really like to set them and leave them. You know they're queen right, they're not going to swarm. Let them figure out their winter configuration because they know far better than you do, or me, or any human being. Especially if you're dealing with locally acclimatized bees. Management in fall can take away their ability to overwinter, in the sense that they know how to do it. They're locally acclimatized. They know how to survive in that area. So let them do that. But I'll talk about that more as the fall draws nearer and throughout the fall. But now, like I said, make sure that they're not going to swarm. Make sure they're queen right. Give them more space if necessary. But otherwise, get out there and have some fun with your bees. So thanks for watching. Click like if you liked it. Click subscribe if you haven't already. See ya.